early freshman year of high school. It started when I was about 9 years old. I was in 3rd grade.
I don't think I really became aware of it until sophomore year.
And early in grade school.
I wasn't diagnosed with anything until my sophomore year of high school, but my parents noticed things like as young as like 6 years old.
For me, it started in high school.
Really started in middle school.
I actually would say they started at a very young age. I think when I was in middle school.
My mental health struggles really began in high school.
I was in 5th grade when I was diagnosed with OCD.
Middle school, I'd had a little bit of an issue making friends. I was pretty impulsive, sometimes violent, so that kind of was tough off the bat.
I have clinical anxiety and OCD, or obsessive compulsive disorder.
With my mental health, I feel like it's a day-to-day process. Some days it's like I literally have 1,000 thoughts going through my head, and like it's so hard to like describe, but it's literally like you hold on to one little thing and it's like playing on a loop, and then there's like 20 other things that just get added on, and eventually it just becomes like this cluster.
I've definitely struggled in terms of just opening up to people, because it's very hard. I'm somebody that holds everything in until I explode, so.
Been something I struggle with probably on a day-to-day basis, a little bit more than I like to show.
Mostly through regular interactions with people. I can come off as abrasive pretty often, and it's because I'm generally a pretty impulsive sort of person. I can also be more blunt when dealing with people than I really should, and that can be hard to make friends and get people to understand where you're coming from.
It comes and goes in waves. It was fine, really, in my very early adolescent years, and then when I got to high school around my junior year, it got really bad. And then up and through college, it's been coming and going in waves. This year has been particularly hard just because I struggle a lot with change and with anticipating the future and with a lot of unknowns as a senior. That's been really hard to grapple with. So
It comes up every now and again, mainly once I get stressed.
So I have a minor form of depression, which for me includes night terrors, which they're nightmares, but they're a lot more escalated.
I guess it's kept me from being able to attend school like normal. I had to finish my senior year from home.
I would say the biggest struggle I've had was being around my peers and having them hear all about my problems, because then I feel like a burden.
Just staying in my room all the time, and I find that I'm on medication now for it, so that really helps. But when I maybe forget to take it one day, I can really start to feel it coming back.
It's an uphill battle for sure, but it's always this feeling like you're digging your own hole and you're suffocating in that.
How I can describe how I live with it is basically, it's like I am another person that's in my mind. It tells me things that are not necessarily true. And with that, I'm trying to learn to not think those and overpowering that every day.
You just don't think of doing things that seem very basic, or, you know, if you're already going through a lot, if you get like one more assignment added on, it's just everything implodes, and it's kind of like, you know, if you're working out or whatever and you're kind of, you know, running out of breath.
Well, how it's been described to me is that normal people, or people without OCD, will have an anxiety and a random thought comes in their head and they're kind of like, oh, you know, that was weird, I'm just gonna let it go. Versus people with OCD kind of hold on to that thought a lot longer and spend a lot of time reflecting about it, thinking about past experiences, sort of things like that. A lot of time reflecting and pondering on past anxieties and things like that.
Some days it's like, it feels like so heavy. Like I feel like I can't breathe. Like, on the days that I really like can't process my words, process my thoughts, I know I grab my shirt more, and it's like some of my shirts have actually like given away in the collar because I like I've been told it's like me trying to like get an extra breath, like trying to get oxygen.
Yeah. I think my mom. She is just like such a powerful female figure in my life, and I don't even think she knows like how much I admire her. So definitely just I look at her and she just gives me so much hope, and I like can't even articulate how much that relationship means to me.
I think probably my family is the biggest thing. I'm really motivated to, make them proud of me, and I know that whatever I do, that they're going to be proud of me. But the approval from them, I guess, motivates me.
That's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I think once I got to the point where I was willing to reach out to my family and my friends, I realized that they could give me the strength, and I feel like I don't have it.
Yeah, my family and friends and my doctors, and especially my therapist, just like having people that I can go to and talk to about it.
I hate to sound cliche, but I would say God, sort of. I definitely became much more religious following high school, and being able to try and understand why we're here, going to Mass, finding community there is really important for me, and it also helps to have people around you who do understand where you're coming from.
Don't be afraid to reach out. And also, everyone says that it gets better, which you kind of want to roll your eyes at, but it really does get better.
I'd say look for the little things in every single day. Whether it's you get a free piece of candy or you get an A on an exam. There's something positive in every single day, even if you don't see it.
As I had said, take your time and think about what you say and why you say it. Try and get a train of thought going before you talk with people.
It's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay that way. And I stayed that way for a really long time, and now I'm finally getting the help, and it's never too late to get help, but it's so much better if you just take a minute to be like, you know what, I'm human and I'm broken, but I can be fixed.
Being able to, when I'm going through a low, I just run. I run to the lake, I run wherever I want, getting all the thoughts out of my head and just looking around and seeing the people living their normal lives, and I'm living my normal life as well.
I can't say enough how important it is to be gentle with yourself and to not be angry at yourself. There have been moments where it's this vicious cycle of feeling anxious and feeling guilty for being anxious, and then becoming more anxious or more depressed because of that feeling, and that is so frustrating, but you can catch yourself.
Always, always remember that you are a beautiful and valuable and wonderful person, and just always remember that from the bottom of your heart.